Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another amazing edition of 50 Minutes of Fandom, brought to you by the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He's the tranquil dart of Ringside Society and Delaware's greatest American hero. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second quarter, we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on the go. Catch him if you can. Said his name in Guyana. Now they love him in Japan. No cap, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. And our special guest tonight is one of the most impressive guests that we've had. And here's why. She is a head varsity basketball coach, assistant varsity softball coach, and assistant junior varsity soccer coach. Everybody, welcome to the show. An incredible sister, New York's own S Janelle. How you doing tonight?
Woo! Guys, how are you? How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for we know you're busy right now, with the coaching and everything, and it's football season. So but we really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be on our show as well. How's everything over there in New York?
Everything's good. Today was a stressful sports day, but all is good today. All is good.
Yeah, man. I saw the Jets and they were like, I think it was 9 for 23. I'm like, geez, even without Tom Brady, we still can't get a break against these guys, man.
Exactly.
Maybe the Giants will do better, but
I'm not a Jets fan, but they looked horrible today. So, whew.
So my team is the Giants, but
Okay.
whenever the Giants, don't do good, my backup team is the Jets.
Okay.
And then if they don't do, if they don't do good, well, there's always the redheaded stepchild of New York, Buffalo Bills, which is up north. It's still part of New York.
Hey, I'm a Dolphins fan, so I can't really hate on anyone. I can't hate on anyone. I like the Dolphins, so they got tore up the day Tua went out. I was like, my day's over. I'm just gonna watch TV now.
Yeah, and as you can see, I'm a Steelers fan, so that's who I root for. And they lost. They lost T.J. Watt, and that was it for them. So, yep.
See, I like the Ravens.
So not only are you.
Oh no, you're good, Remy.
So not only are you a fan of football, basketball, because I've seen your posts on there too. You're not only are you a fan of like basketball, football, and I get softball and soccer, but you're also a fan of professional wrestling, which is why we have you on here, because this is our segment where we actually reach out to the fans of professional wrestling and ask them about their fandom and so on and whatnot. So what was the pay-per-view or event that made you become a fan of professional wrestling?
It wasn't even a pay-per-view or anything like that. It was just growing up as a kid. My grandparents used to watch wrestling. So whenever they had it on, we were watching, me and my older cousin. So that's what turned me on, and I've been watching ever since. My grandfather, he passed away, but we still watch it. I go to house shows, live shows, and just in tune to it every time it's on TV. So, yep. You're on mute.
Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute.
So my phone, my screen is frozen right now, so I don't know if I'm on mute or off mute, but sorry about that. But in terms of your first your first match, do you remember what the match it was that you saw, like that you paid close attention to and really had you hooked?
I don't even remember. It's probably any match that the Undertaker was in, because I'm a big fan of the Undertaker. So anytime he came out or was wrestling, I was in tune and in front of that TV. So there's none that sticks out in particular, but anything with the Undertaker, I was all for it.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I was very fortunate to see It was actually my only WrestleMania to date. I was very fortunate to see the Undertaker with his streak still intact versus Triple H at WrestleMania 28 which was back in 2012.
Okay.
And yeah, it was definitely a sight to see as well. Growing up, did you ever get to go to any WWE events, any WrestleManias, SummerSlams?
So being here in Westchester, they did some of the house shows over at the Westchester County Center. So I got to go a few of those. I've seen Daniel Bryan, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy. So I've seen a couple of house shows, but no, I've never been to. And I went to Money in the Bank actually. So yep, over here in Connecticut when they had it a couple years ago, 2018, I want to say. So yep.
Oh wow, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I always, and it's not just like the wrestling itself, it's like just hearing the crowd boo and cheer, meeting, for me it's also meeting fellow fans as well, because another thing that we thrive on is fan interaction here at Ringside Society. So it's just meeting people and just sharing the love for professional wrestling and so on. Wow, Westchester, that's so are there any like events that I know that's like some people say it's upstate New York. Some people say it's not really upstate New York. But are there any promotions? I mean, I've been there before, and it was like an hour and 45 minutes. I was up there for I think like, if not 3 days, for like a week. It was me and my dad. We were working on a house, and I was like, to me that was upstate, but some people don't consider it upstate. But how is the wrestling scene over there? If is there any like existent or
I mean,
any
there's no like
promotions that show up
big,
there?
there's no big promotions in my area. Maybe a little further up north, maybe. So
Okay.
nothing major in Westchester like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I'm actually excited because I'm actually heading back to New York tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to like choosing. Okay. It's not a matter of what shows are, because I'm going to be going back to Brooklyn, so it's not a matter of like. I was telling Rob and telling other people this. It's not a matter of like if there's a show this weekend. It's which show you want to go to, because Brooklyn has something. Then, oh snap, the Bronx has something. There's probably something over in Queens, and then, oh snap, you got New Jersey, which is right across the Hudson River. So you got shows over there too. So yeah, just so much to choose from. And it seems like everybody in wrestling, they always go to New York. They always end up going to New York, and that's why I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So who are some of your, aside from the Undertaker, do you have any other favorites you enjoyed like watching, cheering for?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed Trish Stratus, Lita. Let's see, who else? I like Roman Reigns, John Cena, Stone Cold. So yeah, all of those old school wrestlers. I grew up, when it was like fun and it wasn't how it is now. So yeah, those are the wrestlers I grew up with, and those are the ones that I play.
Oh, okay. So I gotta ask you a question. And when I had you on the when you agreed to be on the show, I was like, I saw that you're an avid basketball fan, and this question has been in my mind. I just gotta ask you, what were your thoughts? I don't know if you were watching back in the late '90s, or you probably saw it already. But what were your thoughts on Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman getting involved in wrestling? And also, what were your thoughts on Shaq getting involved in AEW? I know you watched that. If I were a basketball fan and somebody like Shaq was gonna go wrestle, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go see this. So what was your thought process about that?
I thought it was pretty fun. I thought it was cool. Like, why not get the NBA players involved with wrestling, right? Dennis Rodman, it was fun to watch. He was excited when he did it. Karl Malone, it was weird to see him in the ring, but it was fun. Like, he was having fun when he did it. And then Shaq, when he was on, AEW, that was pretty entertaining. He he took that bump and went through that table. It was good. Like, I love it. That crossover stuff is entertaining, and that's what the fans like to see. So it was good, especially basketball.
Yeah, I remembered when Shaq was in WWE 12 years ago, 2009, and he had a standoff with the Big Show, and Shaq was calling Big Show fat boy, and I was just cracking up. I was like, and Big Show's a tall dude, and Shaq got like 2 inches on him, and Shaq is looking down on him like, what you gonna do, fat boy? And Big Show was like, he was like, just like, still like, he didn't do anything. But yeah, that was yeah, I agree. That was great for the crossover thing was great. It was great to have that. I give Shaq props for that though, because I mean, you don't really see a lot of people taking a bump like that, like a table bump. Like you don't really see a lot of people doing that. The most I ever saw, I think, was Dennis Rodman. Before Shaq did that, was Dennis Rodman taking a choke slam from the Big Show back in WCW. But I give Shaq massive props for that. Yeah. So in terms of AEW, like what are your thoughts on it? You can be honest. Like if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. I mean,
so when they first started, I was all into it because I was excited. It was a new promotion, something brand new for the wrestling fan. I kind of stopped watching a little bit, but I've picked up lately. I like Jade Cargill. She's pretty awesome. I like Britt Baker. And it's just lately it's been fun. They've been doing some pretty cool stuff. A lot of WWE wrestlers going over. So I'm entertained. I love it all. WWE, AEW, everything. It's fun to watch as a fan, and I'm having fun watching AEW grow, and it's exciting.
Cool. So I just gotta ask you this. You say you love it all. That's how we are here at Ringside Society. We're not pro WWE. We're not pro. I like to say that this. I'm probably gonna put this on a shirt real soon. We're not pro WWE. I'm not gonna put WWE because I know Vince is gonna like, oh well, you want to use WWE's name on your shirt, and he's gonna sue me, and I'm probably gonna have to shut down Ringside Society and be like, yeah, we're done. But I always say we're not pro WWE. We're not pro AEW. We're pro wrestling, and I just gotta ask you, as a wrestling fan, do you think there is such thing as a war going on between AEW and WWE, or is it all in the fans' mind? It's
in the fans' head. I don't think it's a war. I think it's good business, right? So I just love it. It's just good for business. It's good entertainment on both sides. It's not a war, and I don't look at it as a war. But social media is gonna make it seem like it's a war. So to me, it's just good entertainment on both sides.
Yeah, I thought so too as well. So in the near future, what wrestling events are you hoping to actually attend in regards to pro wrestling?
I want to go to a WrestleMania. When it was at MetLife 2 years ago, or 3, I missed that opportunity because I was in Florida at the NCAA women's basketball tournament. So I missed that opportunity when it was at MetLife. So I do want to get to a WrestleMania event live and experience that. So.
Cool. I hope you get to experience that because WrestleMania is, I'm going to tell you right now, WrestleMania weekend, it's not just the whole week, and it's just like crazy. It's like partying. For my experience with it when I was in Miami, which I lived without, it was like, and I got to stop using this analogy, but it was like somebody gave me a pill. I just went a bunch of things, a bunch of like crazy, like events and whatnot. Like I woke up, like I like what like this, it's definitely experience all wrestling, and it's a good experience too because you see so many people from all over the world coming for just that one event. And before I attended my first WrestleMania, I didn't even know it was that serious. But talking to somebody that was at the Ring of Honor show a couple of days before, and they said, yeah, they came all the way from Holland to actually enjoy WrestleMania week. I was like, wow, that's dedication right there. But I'm going to turn it over to Rob. I know Rob has some questions. So Rob, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
All right, sweet. Thanks, Remy. So what's going on? How's everything going your way?
Good. How about you?
Pretty good. It was a nice day outside. It was pretty sunny and all. Whatchamacallit, fall's here, so I'm about ready for that weather. I don't like that 90 degrees, 95 humidity stuff, man. I'm like, I'm ready to stop using my air conditioner, get some windows open, and all that stuff.
Yep. Fresh air.
That's right. So other than your sport, sports being bad for you today, like myself, how was your day? Do anything great? Anything cool?
I had a good day. I had some soccer clinics this morning, and then just all sports all day, WNBA games, and then some in football and football tonight. So sports all day for me. That's a relaxing.
Nice. Now, I heard this on the news the other day. Lena Della Don, she was going to be out. Now she's from here in Delaware. We all love her here in Delaware. She's like, she is the bee's knees here. But is she really going to be out for the rest of the season, or is she coming back like soon? Do you know? I know her back is like, woo.
Yeah, her back is pretty messed up. So tonight the Mystics lost, so they are out of the playoffs. So it looks like, now she can rest and she'll be able to, tend to her back, and hopefully she'll come back stronger next season, because the WNBA really missed her, and so did the Mystics. So that was a huge loss.
Oh yeah. Because I know the past couple seasons her back's been, hurt or whatever. I'm like, yeah. Hopefully she can get it right. So that back, that's a tricky thing. That ended Larry Bird's career. The back, and all that stuff. It's like, oh man, this tricky thing. Hopefully, she can work it out.
I hope so.
That's right. So you were saying earlier, you love the Undertaker. Anything he would do, you're like Undertaker fan. Like, what is your favorite Undertaker match? Like first, couple you come to your head, like, yo, this is the Undertaker.
Honestly, my favorite, the most fun Undertaker match as of late was when he faced AJ Styles in that Boneyard match. I thought that was so creative and so much fun, and that fit the Undertaker, right? Because he's the Undertaker, so it definitely was one of my favorite matches to watch lately.
Oh yeah, that was great, and then him getting to ride out on the motorcycle, just that's the last we see of him. The dead man. It's like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Now, I got to see Undertaker when I was a kid. This was back in the day. I can't remember, 93, 94. It was when, like, Bret Hart and Bob Backlund were fighting over the belt. It was back then.
Okay.
I can't remember what year. One of them years. I'm pushing 40. In a couple months, I'm going to be 40. So, my memory slips away. So, Undertaker fought Diesel in a casket match. Undertaker won and all, right? And so after the match and all us kids, like, yeah, we want to see the Undertaker. Let's run around back, see if we see him go to a car and all. We got out there. We could see him and Paul Bearer go into the car, and they were arguing about who drank the last of the vodka on the way to the car. We're like, yep, that's why Taker feels no pain. That was back when he was like, mortician, 1800s, Undertaker, yeah. We're like, that's why he feels no pain. Him and Paul Bearer, drinking the vodka. That's right. We're like, we know his secret.
Yep, that's the secret to it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I even like when he fought Yokozuna, because I remember I was like, ooh, I don't know how he's gonna fight this guy, man. Yokozuna's a big boy,
Suna's big, and he was fun to watch too in the ring. He could move in the ring, so very entertaining. Yep.
That's right. And then I come to find out, Yokozuna's like, related like Rikishi and all that stuff and all.
Right,
I was like,
know.
Wow.
That's a good family.
I know, you never think, you're like, wow, okay, it's like, wow, they have like everybody. It's like the Hart family, like they got everybody. It's like,
yeah, big family. Whew.
So a couple weeks ago, my boy Big E finally cashed in and won the belt and stuff. I don't know how you feel about Big E. I always love Big E. Every time I go to a live show like Raw or SmackDown or something, and New Day is on there, Big E's always entertaining, especially during the
Mm-hmm.
commercials and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. How do you feel about Big E winning, and what do you think? Do you think he's going to have a nice run with the belt? Or something like that?
So when he won, I literally sat in front of this TV and I was crying. That's how happy I was for him. It was just pure joy when he won that belt. And I cried for like 15 minutes because I was so happy for him. Hopefully he's an entertainer. So he's gonna be fun with that belt. When he came out on Friday night on SmackDown, it was fun. He's fun to watch, and hopefully he gets a good reign at it like Bobby Lashley did. But it's fun to see him with that belt, and he deserved it. So it was great to see. So
that's right. Now all we need, they got 2 out of 3. Now we need Woods to go get that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But he's angling for the King of the Ring, and I'm all
King
for
of the
that.
Ring.
I'm all for a King of the Ring, a Queen of the Ring. You know what I mean? Have a little pay-per-view like that. Just yes, I'm all
That'd
for
be
it.
fun. Yep.
Yeah, that would be fun. I kind of hope they would bring that back.
Yeah, me too. Honestly.
Because they got that thing with Shinsuke and Baron where they just like fought for the crown or whatever. It's like now
Yeah.
I'm the king. Like, kind of
Yeah.
want to see a tournament.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I want a real King of the Ring match, and
Mm-hmm.
yep, Wood should get that. So yeah.
Yeah, I want to see a tournament like back in the day. Like sometime, like I remember one time Kurt Angle, he fought 2 King of the Ring matches, and he fought Shane McMahon in a match. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want to see some stuff like that. I want to see
Like that.
them
Exactly.
going in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I want to say, yeah, you gotta be King of the Ring. You got, you gotta do your thing. You gotta go in there and get a couple matches in. You know what I mean? Show why. That's right.
Yep.
So, have you gone to any shows lately? And have any shows been up there your way lately?
Last week, well, they were at Madison Square Garden, but I wasn't able to attend because I had soccer practice, so I missed that. But if they come back to New York, I think they're gonna be back here for Survivor Series. So if they are in November, then I will definitely be going to that. So, yep.
So what's it like going to Madison Square Garden? Like I've always heard, I've never been there. I've been to New York, Times Square. I've seen it like on the outside. I've never been in there and witnessed a sporting event there. What is it like in there? You know what I mean? Like I've always heard it's like awesome.
It's fun. It's great energy, and you can feel it throughout the entire building. From the time you get to the arena to the time the event starts, it's just good energy in New York, in the the greatest arena in the world. So it's fun. I've seen the Undertaker at Madison Square Garden, electrifying. Stone Cold when his music hit at Madison Square Garden, electrifying. So it's so much fun at the Garden. It's so much fun.
Oh, I believe it. You know what I mean? Like I go to Philly, and it's fun there. But sometimes they end up, like booing Roman Reigns in the Rock in the Royal Rumble. So they're throwing batteries at Santa Claus. I'm like, all right, whatever. But yeah, MSG. Oh yeah, that's one of those places. I think it's like a bucket list or whatever. Just want to go see a show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even to go see the Knicks or something. Just go up there and watch them play. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
It's fun. Yep, I've seen the Knicks play there, and on a Christmas game. It was pretty fun. Again, the energy is nothing like it at MSG. So.
Yeah, I've never been to a basketball game. I've always wanted to go. Like I couldn't imagine that. You're sitting there. And, you got these like 7-foot dudes or ladies, whatever. Just running up and down the court. You're like, oh my god, like wow, they can do that thing. Woo! Yep. You know what I mean? I can they're like 5 times faster than me and stuff, man. It's like, whoo, man, I can't do any of that. Oh my lord, like, oh man.
That's what they train for, though. So yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's why like when I play basketball with friends or something, there's always them friends like, man, if it wasn't for a coach or something, I would have been pro, or if it wasn't for this knee injury or something. It's like, oh man, that's why I wish I knew somebody who was like semi-pro or a former pro, and be like, hey, keep playing on my team and stuff, and they just dog them or something, just tear them up, like. I thought you about to be pro, I mean? This is your competition right here. Come on now.
That's funny.
So, do your when you're coaching, softball, soccer, basketball, and all, do they all know, you're a big wrestling fan, and are some of them wrestling fans too?
So I'm in a new school this year, so they don't know that I'm a wrestling fan, but previous schools and some of the kids that see me wear some of my wrestling shirts, they're like, oh my god, I like Roman Reigns or something like that. So when I wear my shirts, the kids notice it and they get excited about it. So yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Because I know whenever I find out, teachers like wrestling, yeah, we'd always talk about that, especially during the Monday
Oh
Night
yeah.
Wars or whatever. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Sometimes it kill a little time before class or whatever. But like, remember having a quiz today? Like, hey man, it's Tuesday. Did you see Raw last night? See
Right,
Nitro?
right,
You see
right.
what happened? Oh my God! Can you believe that? And it's like, all
Yeah.
right, whew.
It's
Got
exciting.
a little time
I
to
talk
study.
about it, people get excited, like wow, yeah. So.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh man, there's Monday Night Wars. See, like I get on Twitter and stuff, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel some of these like younger generations or whatever, they probably couldn't handle the Monday Night Wars with no Twitter and all. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're on there like hating on everything, like, oh, you have to be AEW or you have to be WWE or you have to be this. It's like you just enjoy everything, you know what I mean? Just
Right. Exactly.
yeah, like everything.
Yep. Same here. Same here.
So like you were talking about your favorites as a kid. Like who are you other than you said on AEW who you enjoy, like who do you enjoy on like WWE and stuff? Like who are your favorites you root for on there? Like I think you said Roman Reigns, right?
Like right now or in the past or either or.
Oh, you can go past and now. You can do both.
I mean, Stone Cold, Trish Stratus. I like when Shane McMahon makes an appearance every once in a while. Even when Stephanie used to wrestle, that was
Oh
fun.
yeah.
That was entertaining. I enjoy Bailey. Up and coming Bianca now. So all of these wrestlers now, it's fun. But back in the day, it was the Trish Stratuses and the Edge and Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and all of those wrestlers. So, yep, I just go
That's
with the
right.
times and kind of enjoy it. It's entertainment. It's
That's
fun.
right.
It's like being a kid again. So,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's right. Now, do you have any indie shows around you? Or do you go to any of those shows? Like if you see an indie show or whatever?
No, my friend, he's invited me to a few down in New Jersey or Baltimore, and I haven't gone to one yet, but I would love to go to an indie show because those are pretty good. Those are up and coming wrestlers, and they're pretty good. Like some really good wrestlers on the indie scene. So yeah, that a lot of people need to recognize. So I watched some YouTube videos. I got like a Trisha Dora poster. I've talked to her on Twitter. Savannah Evans. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was gonna say if November 6th, I should be making my debut as a ref for 1CW, and we're
Okay.
also doing with our sister promotion CCW. So
Mhm.
you got the women, you got the guys or whatever, splitting time.
Mhm.
I think it's women's match, guys match, da, 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 da.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it'll be on their Facebook or YouTube somewhere. It'll be on there somewhere. I mean, you have to check it out or
Okay.
whatever.
All right.
A lot of people on there have been on like AEW Dark and all that stuff.
Oh, cool.
Like
Cool.
yeah, you might notice a couple names.
All right. Cool.
Yeah,
Just
check it
remind
out.
me about it. I'll watch. I'll tune in. Just remind me.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, you have to see me. I mean, hopefully I won't, make any mistakes or something. I won't, the wrestlers won't beat me up. Or the worst thing I don't want to go in there is I'm afraid of. If I go in the ring and my stomach's like, I'm like, oh my lord, oh no, oh no. That's the worst thing. That's my worst fear. But hopefully I'll be all right. You know what I mean?
Nah, you'll be
I
fine.
think I'll be
You
good.
got this. You're fine.
Yeah,
You'll
I'll
be
be
fine.
good. I think
Mhm.
I'll be good. You know what I mean? I've been training for a few months. You know what I mean? It's building me up to this. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
should be
All
good.
right. So you're ready.
That's right. Yeah, I've been taking the bumps. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be ready.
Good. 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 Good.
So I do want to ask. I'm one of these people that whenever I watch a TV show or movie or something, I always get stuck watching the same thing over and over again. Now, are you watching anything new? Like, is there anything new in your queue? Netflix, Hulu, whatever, Amazon?
I'm watching so much stuff on TV right now. I watch. I'm addicted to American Horror Story.
Ooh.
That's a good one. I just finished watching part 4 of Money Heist on Netflix. That's
Mm.
a good one. And I'm waiting for you to come back on Netflix, which is next month. So, and Ozark, whenever they decide to bring that back,
Mm.
the final season. So I got a
Okay.
ton of stuff. Yep. So, yep. All the fall TV shows are starting up this week too. So it's got a
That's right.
busy lineup, got wrestling and regular TV. So I
That's
don't know how I'm
right.
gonna keep up.
That's right. I actually just finished up the last season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I love that show or whatever. And I didn't get to see season 8, and it was only like 8, 9 episodes. And I was like, oh, I catch
Mhm.
it all. And I was like, all right. It was a nice little ending, It was pretty cool, It was all right.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad episode. The Ozarks. Oh yeah, I like that show. That show is woo. Yeah, I don't know when they're coming out with that next
Yeah,
season.
I
How
need
long has it
that
been?
to
Like a
come
year
back.
or two?
I think it's been 2 years almost that they haven't, because COVID kind of shut everything down, and so they haven't started filming yet. But I need that to come back like immediately. So
That's right. That's right. And now, did you hear? It's October. I can't remember what the date was, but sometime in October they got a little interactive thing with the Undertaker, little Halloween thing. Undertaker and New Day.
I've seen it pop up on my Twitter feed a few times, but I don't know the exact date yet. So I'm gonna check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the date either, but I remember reading about it. I think maybe it's October 10th or something. But yeah, it's like you choose like the New Day's adventure. You can try and make them all survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of them books back in the day where you like turn to page 28 if you want to do this. Yeah, like that. I'm like, oh, because I remember Netflix had a couple shows like that, and I remember playing that, playing around with it, like doing everything, like, oh man, it's pretty cool. I'm kind of excited for that, I mean, I'm definitely gonna try and save the New Day.
Yeah, it's October, so it's Halloween season, so that fits perfectly in there. So yep.
Mm-hmm. I like the Undertaker, but hey, I got to take him down. I got to save my guys, the New Day, I mean? I love Up, Down, Down on YouTube, I mean? Yeah, the New Day, I like them. I like them. They're my guys, I mean?
Yeah, New Day is fun. They're fun. I love them. All three of them together, fun. And I laugh all the time. It's just pure entertainment.
That's right. I remember the last time I was at Raw, they came out. I think it was just Kofi and Big E. Big E, he came out there dancing, and then a commercial came on, so kind of lights went out. Big E just got there, sat in the middle of the road, just bounced there, staring at the opponents were across the way. I think it was Rude and Ziggler they were fighting. He just sat there on the middle of the road, bouncing. The whole commercial break, I mean, just, like that and all. And they're just like, what are you doing? Get out of that. Like, oh, man.
Yeah, they are funny. They are hysterical together. Like, it's so much fun to watch them.
Yeah, I'm actually going to SmackDown this Friday up in Philly, and hopefully I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hope we get some pictures, maybe get some funny stuff or whatever. But yeah, my buddy Easy is like, he keeps talking about I'm the bloodline, I'm the tribal chief. So I'm like, you can finally see Roman Reigns. You can stop talking about how you're the tribal chief and you're you're the head of the table and all this. So.
Yeah, he's the leader. He's the head of the table. So, oh man, fun stuff right now with him too.
Oh yeah, I like their whole thing going right now. And then with Paul Heyman and Brock, and then Roman and Brock, just woo, what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny. I like it. I can't wait to see where it goes and what happens with that, because it's so much fun. And I've met Paul Heyman before. He's a cool dude. He's actually pretty laid back. Yeah, he used to be a member at New York Sports Club when I used to work at the Scarsdale. So cool dude actually. So yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Was he at ECW, or was it like WWE at the time or whatever?
During that time, I want to say he was with WWE. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He probably still had the ponytail, right? He still had the ponytail.
Yes, he did actually. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So, yep.
Okay. Yeah. I usually a pre-ponytail, ponytail Paul, and then non-ponytail Paul. That's how I think of Paul. Okay. Old school Paul got ponytail. It's cut off.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Cool dude.
Now, Roman Reigns is going to fight. Is it this Sunday or next Sunday? Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules is next Sunday.
So he's going to go up against the Demon Finn Balor, and I heard Demon's only lost like 1 or 2 matches or whatever. I mean, do you think it's going to be a good match? I don't think Roman's going to lose, but I think the Demon might get him close, and Roman's going to be like, whew,
I mean, Roman has escaped a lot of close matches on pay-per-views, and the Demon, I don't know how he's gonna lose though. That's what are they gonna do? Is it gonna be a DQ? Is it gonna be like how are we gonna end that? Because I don't see the Demon losing, quote unquote, but we shall see what happens on Sunday. So
yeah, I'm kind of intrigued on that one. I'm like, all right, I want to see how this goes. Now, have you heard? Are they having Extreme Rules matches, or is it just like the name of the pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, and it's just like?
So right now, it's just the name of the pay-per-view. They haven't added anything extreme to any of the matches, which I'm shocked at. So maybe we'll hear something tomorrow and Friday. But as of right now, they haven't said anything. It's just the name of the pay-per-view. So I'm very interested to see how they go about that. So
that's right. Yeah, you can't have like a pay-per-view like that and not having Extreme Rules match. It's like having Hell in a Cell. It's like having Hell in a Cell and no Hell in a Cell match. You're like,
exactly.
Come on,
you gotta have something.
Yeah, Royal Rumble without the Rumble. People like, no, boo.
Right, exactly. So they got to throw some extremities in there, like, immediately.
That's right. So, you said the next show coming up you might go to is a Survivor Series. You think they're
Yeah,
coming up
Survivor
there?
Series is supposed to be in New York, so hopefully I'll be able to attend that show, and that should be a fun pay-per-view. So yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I gotta see those pictures when you go there because I don't see NSGA. Oh yes, those pictures
Yeah,
there.
that's gonna be fun. Yep.
Now I hope they do a Roman versus Big E match. You know what I mean? Like going
That's
there,
what
do
I
that.
want to see. Yeah, that's what I want. So, yep, that probably be the best match on the card, maybe. And yeah, I want to see that those two up against each other. Yep.
I kind of do want to see NXT come back again. Cause, what was it last year, year before, whatever? They had NXT,
Yeah.
in the mix too. I kind of like that. You know, I understand. I think last year, whatever, because of COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hopefully they can bring them back. So I kind of like that. You know, NXT doing stuff. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
oh snap,
Fun.
that.
I like it. They should do it. They should do it again. I don't see why not. I mean, it's all three of their brands. Why not? Right. So.
Hey, what? Yeah, exposure for everyone.
Exactly.
That's right. So now, before I pass it on back to Remy, I do want to say, thank you for, taking time out of your busy schedule, coming on chat with us. You know what I mean? I wish you nothing but the best with your coaching. Coaching all your everybody, softball, basketball, soccer. I hope you all win championships. I wish nothing but the positive things for y'all. I wish nothing but for the best for you and your life and life and all that good stuff.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, and thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're on mute.
Really and truly, thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule, your busy schedule to be on our show. We've been meaning to have you on for a long time. Anybody that appears in our FFs, our Fall Fridays, either because they've been on our show or we tend to have them on the show. I really truly appreciate you giving this opportunity to us as well. Before we shut down the show, where can fellow wrestling fans find you on social media if they want to talk wrestling, or if they want to talk basketball or football and whatnot?
You can just find me on my Twitter, which is S_Janelle, JANELLE. And that also goes, that's the same for my Instagram page as well. So, and also goes the same for my Instagram page as well. So, there you go.
Awesome. So y'all definitely have another fellow wrestling fan, so go ahead and give her a follow and whatnot. And with that being said, it's about time for us to actually shut down the show. As you know, I'm gonna give you a heads up right now. Don't go too far, because a lot of times when we have our 50 minutes of fandom guests on, we tend to invite them back for a pay-per-view predictions panel where we predict, the winners and the losers and what's gonna happen at that pay-per-view. So just don't go too far, because we're looking to have you back on real soon as well. But with that being said, Rob Bass, where can fans find you on social media if they want to talk wrestling, or where can bookers or promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, Rob_Base82, and then Facebook and YouTube, Rob Base.
Awesome. And if you want to find me on social media, not that I have anything cool to say these days, but who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky. You can find me on Twitter under @TheRemyBlue. You can also find me on Facebook under Remy Blue. It's a picture of me at WrestleMania 28. So you can find me on those platforms. Our podcast, however, is also on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram under @Ringside Society. We have a lot of cool stuff that we're posting on those platforms, like Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. Yes, that movie is coming soon. And we're also on Twitch under @Ringside Society 2019, which is where one of the platforms where this episode is being streamed. We also have a Facebook group called Ringside Society. Join our group there as well. And we're also on YouTube. Yes, we have a YouTube channel, which is another platform where this is being streamed. We have a lot of cool episodes like this one. We have Maddie Rankowski, who was one of our guests at one point, Jasmine Allure, numerous students from the Nightmare Factory, and many more. So definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't personalize it. Subscribe to all, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming back. So also we also have a Teespring store. our Teespring stores where we actually sell merch and whatnot. We have a lot of cool things there. We have shirts, tank tops. Winter's coming. It's about to be hoodie season. Cop yourself a long sleeve shirt. Cop yourself, a hoodie. Cop yourself a nice little coffee mug. When you want to sip that hot chocolate and whatnot. All proceeds from those sales go back into keeping our show afloat. It does not go back into our pockets. Trust me. But with that being said, Janelle, thank you very much for being on our show. And to those of y'all that tuned in live tonight, thank you very much. We really and truly appreciate it. To those of y'all that are going to listen to us later on, thank you in advance. And to those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away, well, like myself at the Golden Corral and Rob Bass at an Eminem concert, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. So with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we're very well aware that everybody and the grandparents and their parents have a podcast. We're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. We're not just any podcast. Hey, yo, Rob Bass, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for varsity basketball head coach, S Janelle, out there in Westchester, New York. What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right. We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. And with that being said, we'll be back later on this week with some more cool. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
All right. Good night, guys.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.